This video is for Doug Boss Transportation Fall 2025 class. My name is Alexis Rhodes, and today I will be discussing how transportation impacts the U.S. economy. Transportation plays a crucial role in the U.S. economy, acting as both a direct economic sector and a foundational support for nearly every other industry. First off, it enables trade and commerce. Without freight transportation, such as trucks, trains, ships, and planes, that move millions of tons of goods daily and connect producers with markets, we would not be able to trade internationally, and we would not be able to buy internationally. In 2023, the U.S. freight transportation system moved over 53 million tons of goods per day, valued at more than $55 billion. Efficient transportation, however, can lower logistic costs and make American products more competitive globally. Transportation in the U.S. also generates jobs and income. Transportation sector employs millions of people in roles such as truck drivers, airplane pilots and crew, railroad workers, and logistics and warehouse staff. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, in the year 2024, over 14 million jobs are tied directly or indirectly to transport. Transport also related correlation with our GDP growth, our gross domestic product. It accounted for about 8 to 10% of the U.S. GDP. Without this GDP growth, we would be a little bit lower and would not be as competitive as a country. Infrastructure investments in our highways, ports, and rails generate multiplier effects, which boost construction, manufacturing, and local economies. We also would not be able to support our supply chains without transportation. Modern supply chains depend on timely and reliable transportation. Any disruptions, such as port closures or fuel shortages, can ripple through the economy and raise prices or delay production. Transportation also influences our own consumer behavior. It affects where people go, where people live, and how they shop. Without the transportation, urban sprawl and e-commerce growth and commute to times are shaped by transportation infrastructure, meaning without transportation, we would essentially not buy anything anymore, and we really wouldn't be competitive in global markets, which it does impact our global competitiveness in the global markets. The U.S. economy depends on global trade, so ports, airports, and rail systems must be competitive. Efficient international logistics systems attract businesses and support exports. There is, however, some vulnerabilities and cost. The economy suffers during transportation disruptions, for example, supply chain bottlenecks, strikes, natural disasters. In the 2021 crisis of COVID, it cost billions of dollars due to transportation delays. However, in short, transportation creates jobs with trucking, aviation, logistics, and infrastructure, has GDP contribution, goodness, I'm so sorry, I cannot talk, trade facilitation, infrastructure investment, and supply chain efficiency. Now, the most cost-effective for the U.S., well, that really depends on what we're looking at and what types of good we are considering. However, it seems as though, from my research, that railroad is the best and generally the most cost effective form of freight transportation in the U.S. economy, especially for large volumes over long distances, as it costs about 3 cents to 6 cents per ton mile, and is best used for bulk freight over long distances. Thank you.